Hey everyone, this is Trendcrave here, and in today's video, we're going to be going through the top 10 students versus teachers.
Does that work for you? Does that work for you? Answer my question!
Grabbed and then kicked by her teacher.
In number 10 spot, we've got a teacher who made a huge mistake. She was in a Zoom call teaching her class when she farted super loud.
So if you want to pull out your Journeys book.
What was that? What was that? I think she farted.
Moving to 9, this one is really messed up. We've got a kindergarten teacher and a 5-year-old girl in this class. She was in art class, they were doing some drawings, and she happened to lose her drawing or something along those lines, and her and this teacher got into an argument, and it ended up with this little girl, 5 years old, like I said, on the ground, and the teacher kicked her.
This is February 21st, 2019, in the library at Blue Jacket Flint Elementary School in Shawnee. The little girl you see highlighted there is 5 years old. Her kindergarten class just finished up an artwork project in the library. But this little girl is growing frantic because she's worried she can't find her drawing or someone stepped on it. The story of what happens next is very different depending on who you ask. But the video is very clear. That little girl ends up on the ground, grabbed and then kicked by her teacher. That girl's mother requested not to be identified and did not want to share her daughter's name.
This one is wild. We've got some teachers who got caught big time. Basically, these teachers were teaching a bunch of kids on a Zoom call, and they ended class but forgot to end the Zoom call themselves, so they were still talking about things, and the kids could still hear. And these teachers started talking crap about the students, basically calling them stupid, among other things, making fun of TikTok and all that kind of stuff. And a parent overheard this and started recording the entire call, and this conversation then went kind of viral, and these teachers are in a big amount of trouble.
Older staff members will say, oh, these kids are so technologically advanced, and I'm like, no, they're not. No, they're not.
The things that impress them are so sad. Like, oh, you're impressed that a kid can record a TikTok? It's literally one button.
The rant about their students goes on for nearly 2 minutes. Bonner said her son Raquan, a sophomore, tried to clarify a question about his assignment at the end of third period English.
Raquan's like, I can't turn it in. And I'm like, you didn't turn it in. I can't unsubmit it. You didn't submit it.
In number 7 spot, we've got a teacher going crazy. This guy, he is just freaking out at these students, yelling a bunch of things like that after this girl asked to see her test. Now, I'm not sure what the backstory is, what these students did to make this teacher so mad, or if he's just a crazy teacher in general, but he is like having pretty much a mental breakdown. I'm not sure who's in the right or wrong. Maybe these kids just did so many things, and this dude was just at the end of his rope, or like I said, he's just be wildin'.
What's so funny?
Why are you yelling?
Because I like to yell!
Okay.
Okay, what?
What's wrong with asking to see our test?
Like that? Does that work for you? Does that work for you? Does that work for you? Answer my question!
Yeah.
Good. Then I'm going to give you a 10% bump on your SOL test that's going to basically add on to your score for your final exam. What do you want?
Moving to 6, I really feel bad for this teacher. I really hope that she didn't get hurt or anything like that, hurt her back, because she fell pretty hard, but she was sitting on this stool, and this stool had wheels, and she was telling one of her students to push her so that she could scoot across the room. I don't know if they were just trying to have fun or if she was doing something to show her class. I have no idea, but she told her student not to push her too hard on this stool because she didn't want to, have anything bad happen, and he had a twinkle in his eye and decided that he was going to push her really hard.
Don't push me too hard, no. You can't be breaking my teeth or anything like that. Stop. All right, go ahead. My gosh!
At number 5, you had a kid who was on his phone in class, and, everybody, they want to use their phones during school, because school's boring, and phones are more entertaining, obviously, and this kid, he wasn't supposed to be on it. I guess the teacher told him to put it away, and he didn't, so the teacher confiscated his phone during this class period, and this really made him mad. He was not happy about this whatsoever, went up to the teacher after he took his phone and tried to take his phone back. And he messed up his desk, this teacher's desk. He grabbed his neck, among other things, and this teacher eventually gave the phone back to avoid any more physical confrontations, because this kid was, like I said, starting to get physical. And I'm hoping that this kid got in trouble, because he definitely deserves to get suspended for this.
Hey,
last time asking your stupid ass.
Oh, go get him, go get him.
Damn, bro, give me my phone. Put my right here and give me this, fam. Damn!
And then before spot, we had a class clown who tried a little bit too hard to be funny and ended up paying the price for it because he was messing around in this class and the teacher eventually just got irritated with it and he got in trouble. And he was mad about this. He kind of threw a little bit of a fit because the teacher, according to him, was singling him out because other people were laughing and stuff like that, but they didn't get in trouble. But he was the one doing most of the stuff. She said that he was disrespecting her, among other things. And when he told the teacher that he thought she was singling him out, she wasn't going to stand for any of that whatsoever and really went in on him for it. And the interesting thing is the class all actually agreed with the teacher, it seemed like.
We felt like she was singling us out, we would have said something, dude.
Quincy was laughing, but he was not disrespectful to me. There's a difference, okay? So laughing, you guys are children. That's normal. But whenever you start talking to me like you're an adult, you're getting on my level. So that's how I'm going to handle you, okay? So I don't single anybody. You single yourself out how you look. So, and nobody here agrees with you, so you may as well just shut up.
Real quick, before the next one, make sure you like on this video and also subscribe to my channel if you hate school. Moving to 3, we had a kid in history class or social studies or something like that, and this kid, he was messing around, and the teacher tried to disappoint him. I guess he didn't like that, and things started to get a little bit more heated because he got into an argument with this teacher, and next thing you know, he was talking back quite a bit. He was saying some stuff that was going to get him in trouble no matter what he did, and she then kicked him out of class. She was telling him to go to like the principal's office or whatever, and he started roasting her, and like I said, it got really heated.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
What's wrong with you, man?
Get out of here.
Punch ass in your big ass nose.
That's expulsion. That's expulsion.
What's expulsion?
Item number 2, this one's more on the adorable side. We've had a bunch of crazy stuff. Figured we'd throw in a nice one, I guess. These kids, they were on a Zoom call with their teacher. They're all in 2nd grade, and basically their teacher lost her internet connection. And, these kids were left alone and in a call together, and this is what happened.
Can everyone hear me? But we'll try and at least discuss.
Guys, what happened? She left the meeting. Yeah, she left the meeting. It kicked her out the internet. Yeah. You guys see me? The teacher's recording this. She can watch us and see that we're not behaving. Yeah, I know. And the principal.
Next up, we've got an honorable mention. This one's really short, but it's funny. We've got a bunch of kids in this classroom messing around, and their teacher had just had enough. She was at the end of her rope and absolutely freaked out on them, like screamed at them, and one of these goofballs' faces changed immediately. Like, it was 0 to 100 mood change. It was hilarious.
Get out! I am done!
And finally, we want to start this video off with a weird one. We've got a teacher who is just trying to teach her class when all of a sudden, her lesson was interrupted by a kid literally falling through a vent in the ceiling. Like, you know, you have those drop ceiling squares in schools and stuff like that. A kid just fell through one of them.
Oh my lord.
I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later though. Jabang.